Today's top tip is all about Microsoft Reading Progress. So I've logged into Glow here and then I'm just going to click on Teams and go into my class team. Now from here you can make an assignment. So I'm going to click on Assignments and then you can see I've got some already there and this is how you create a new one. So I'm going to click Create Assignment. When that loads up, you can give it a title. So I'm going to call it Reading Assignment. And then you have this option here to attach. And this is where reading progress comes in. So you click on reading progress. And what you can do is there's a sample library, but more importantly, if you have text that you want the learners to read, you can import them in directly from your PC. Now, this is really helpful if you are perhaps you're looking to see how the children are coping with a particular text in primary. Perhaps if you're in modern languages, you want to hear them reading aloud, so you may have a passage in your modern language. It could also be useful if you're perhaps in a science department where you want to hear the pronunciation of some of the tricky words that they might have to navigate their way through. So you simply click on Import Word or PDF. And I'm going to choose upload from this device. Now I know I've saved it onto my desktop. So there it is. I've gone for a chapter from a particular book that I want the learners to use, and I'm going to click open. So here is the chapter that I've brought in. Now I can choose to enter a reading level that suits me. I can also select whether it's fiction or non-fiction. In this case, it's fiction. Really helpful here is you can set a number of attempts. Now, if you're looking to build a child's confidence, you may want to leave that at unlimited. But if, for example, if it was in a modern languages piece, you might want to say, well, you're only going to get one crack at this, so you can set that to what you want. So I'm going to leave it as unlimited just now. You can also set a time limit. Again, useful if you're using it as an assessment. You could set that time limit, so you simply click on there and say, well, you've got 5 minutes to read this out. Okay, and then you have pronunciation sensitivity, so you can leave that at default or you can make it more sensitive. I would recommend you try this so that the kids get used to it and then you'll know which one works for you. So you have the options, you have the reading coach, which will help them, and you also have the option to just have audio and not video. Again, really helpful to choose the video if you want to see the child whilst they're reading the piece of text, but you have the option there. So once you've got all of your bits set that you want, then you simply click on next. And that's going to load up for us now. So here we are, we have the new assignment. We've called it reading assignment. You can add any reading instructions in there, so you can tell the children, I want you to read the passage aloud. You can decide if you're having a rubric, so you might choose your success criteria and learning intentions for your learners in there, and you can assign it as you would normally to either all students or individual students. Then you can also set a date when it's due, and by default it will add the assignments to the calendars for you, and you can choose to post it. You can either turn on or off notifications for late returns. So I'm going to say I want this one to be due. I'm going to give them a week to do it, and I want it due in by the end of the class day. So let's say by 3 o'clock. Okay. So once you're happy with all your settings, then you simply click assign. So that takes you back to your assignments tab, and you can see I have reading assignments due. So I'm going to look at my reading progress assignment, and I can see that one of my learners has not yet turned in. That's okay, they have time. But I'm going to click on the 3 dots and I'm going to say edit assignment. And I'm going to go into my assignment, which was called A Baby Polar Bear Grows Up. And I just want you to see what it looks like from the student view. So when I click on student view, you can see this is because I've said video on. You can see that there's the video of me doing it. You can see the little mic flashing up and down at the bottom of the screen, so you can see it's recording. And then I'm simply going to click start. It gives the kids a countdown. and then they begin reading. Now, what's lovely is you have some great immersive reader options in here. So you can make the text bigger if required, you can increase the spacing if required, and you can also add in the different coloured overlays if that's what the kids need. You can choose different types of font depending on the learners and what is most suitable for them. So that's a really great way that they can personalise it themselves. And when they finish reading the passage aloud, then they're simply going to click I'm done. They're then given the option to preview it by simply hitting play, and they have an option to try again, or they can choose to use this recording. So if they click use this recording, then it's going to be submitted. So that's what it looks like from a student's point of view. So I'm just going to exit the student's point of view, and then I'm going to hit next. And because I've made an update, I would just hit update or cancel because I didn't do any changes, and I can simply click cancel and go back. And that's it. That's all there is to reading progress. Find your text, upload it, and then get the kids to start reading and hopefully building their confidence with reading aloud. Hope that's a useful tip.